Many students find that examination questions relating to this topic always appear to be very difficult. Actually, the moment of the force concept is very simple. You only need to know the magnitude of the force and the perpendicular distance from the pivot to the line of action of the force. However, many students did not get the correct answer in solving the moment of a force because they make the mistake of using the wrong perpendicular distance. Hence, in this lesson, we are going to focus on identifying correctly the perpendicular distance. We started this course with the example of using the spoon to open a tin's cover. If I exert a force that is vertically downward, then the perpendicular distance is this length. So how do we know that this is the correct perpendicular distance? The way to check is to start from the point of pivot and draw the direction of the force. From the point of pivot, draw a perpendicular line to the line of action of the force. This is the perpendicular distance for this case. Now, what if I adjust my hands such that instead of exerting a vertically downward force, I exert a force that is perpendicular to the handle of the spoon? In that case, then the perpendicular distance is the length along the spoon from the point of pivot to the line of action of the force. Now let's look at this question involving a spanner and a nut. This is one of the most frequently asked examination questions. We are told that the diagram shows a nut being turned with a spanner by applying a force F to the spanner, which equation gives the moment of the force F about the center of the nut. The force F is vertically downwards, so which is the perpendicular distance? As we have learned, we start with the pivot, which we are told is the center of the nut. The direction of the force is perpendicularly downwards. So from the pivot, we draw a perpendicular distance to the line of action of the force. So that tells us that x is the perpendicular distance. Hence the answer is Fx, that is A. With this knowledge of finding perpendicular distances, you should be able to solve any kind of questions involving the moment of a force, regardless of whether it is a hammer, a scissor, a wheelbarrow, a trolley, or even a muscle arm. If you find this video useful, visit my website to get more free physics video lessons and try out some of the self-assessment questions. And do subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified when we post our next video lesson.